Joining me now, I have Republican Congressman from Tennessee, Tim Burchett, who took part in those hearings. Burchett, how you doing this morning, sir?
Dadgummit, it's a beautiful morning in America.
I knew it. I knew it. Okay, I have to ask you right off the top, did you walk away yesterday satisfied, or did you say dadgummit? You know, did you want more from yesterday?
Oh, I always say dadgummit after these miserable hearings. They're bogus. Look, and I could have answered every one of those dadgum questions, and you know it, and I know it. I know more about this than the average bear, I guess. Maybe that's the scary thought, but this thing's a cover-up. We're spending tens of millions of dollars on this issue, on something that some little arrogant jerk tells us in a skiff that with a man bun tells us that don't exist. And then we're looking at video right there, and you ask him about those specific videos, and he'll say, I have no data on that. And then he smirks.
I'm a little surprised that you call these hearings worthless. You've been kind of one of the ones spearheading this and pushing this forward for transparency. I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Well, it's because, I know what needs to happen now. I mean, maybe I didn't at first, but at this point, all we're doing is rehashing other things. And we got more, well, I guess if you want to hear more government officials that have some guts to tell us that these things actually do exist. I mean, I don't know anymore how much more proof we need of that. What we need is somebody in the executive office to come forth with this stuff. And I think Trump is the guy. He's tired of it. This is part of the D.C. sewer. These secrets they keep, it's for power, it's for control, it's greed, it's those things that drive this country.
Let me ask you about the Trump administration, because I know he just went on the Joe Rogan podcast not that long ago. He said UFOs, extraterrestrial life, not really my thing. Do you have confidence that his new administration will kind of change the game on transparency and we will, in fact, learn more?
Yes, ma'am. I have the utmost confidence in President Trump. In my conversations with him and his people, I believe he is about disclosure. And Rogan maybe knows a little bit more about it. And unless a president is ready, and as they say to these issues, they're not going to know unless it's something that they've followed. You know, we've had testimony to tell us that folks have told us that presidents have been denied access to this kind of thing. And you tell Trump he doesn't have access to something, you better just get out of the way, because he's going to run your ass over.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to ask you and play a bit of sound, because I know Representative Mace raising some serious questions with former Pentagon officials during the hearing. Take a look at just kind of this Q&A portion real quick.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes.
Why are people, anytime they ask, why are they always thwarted? Why are they always judged? Why is they always have misinformation spread? Why is there always retribution? Why is it always met with an ear? What's the why? If it doesn't exist, why is it such a problem?
Yeah, so, Congressman, I think my biggest question this whole time has been, what's the use of the government covering up this department if it, in fact, does exist? Why not tell the American people, hey, we actually do have a department that looks at unidentified objects in our airspace? I mean, what's their gain from hiding that? I don't understand.
That's my boy Jared Moskowitz across the aisle. He was my Santa Claus last year at my
at your party.
At my party. We went 16 minutes last year. It's going to be 15 minutes this year because we felt it kind of dragged last year. You're invited, of course, if you'd like to come.
Thank you. I'll be looking for my invite.
It would up your standards. But anyway, no, the thing is just covered up, and that's the frustration of it. They say they don't exist, but they spend tens of millions of dollars on an issue that every department. We had people from NASA there, and I'm sure there were some spooks from the CIA that were watching to make sure nothing was said that would get their overlords in trouble. But the reality is this is a multi-level cover-up, and we're not going to, Congress, we don't have the ability or the guts to get to the bottom of this. Let's just be honest, Markie. This dadgum thing has been covered up for over 50, 60 years now.
According to the whistleblowers, a long time. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And they're not going to give us any more information. And
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.